people are going to take themselves out of the picture. They're going to make it really easy for you. Hi, Libra. How was your birthday? Thank you for being here. It's so good to see you. How was your season? It was wild, but it was good still. You know, there were some tough challenges, but there were some, like, great rewards in there. Like, of course, there was, like, highs and lows for your season. But I still loved it. I love you. I'm so excited to connect with you. Please be sure to go watch the general energy reading for Scorpio season, and be sure to watch your tarot scopes for your moon and rising sign. All right, Libra, another year older. Let's see what Scorpio season has in store for you. I love you, Libra, because you're like, I feel like so many Libras I know are like these amazing, like loving people that are like wrapped in little like, like little scary packages. One of my good friends, who's one of my favorite Libras, we went out for her birthday, and I barely ever see her get drunk, and she was like so Libra. She was drunk like little Sour Patch Kids, but like, yeah, like first you're sour, then you're sweet sort of thing. Where I know so many Libras that like a dark aesthetic. There's definitely a lot of Libras that like the like airy aesthetic also, but I know so many that like the dark aesthetic, and then they're just like so gushy underneath. So I felt like that was a lot that came up a lot during your season, and it will carry in to Scorpio season also. I feel like it's more the Scorpio Libras I know, or the Libra Scorpios I know, who like are a little bit more into that like pretty aesthetic. Anyway, let's get into this. First card coming up, Seven of Swords in reverse. Boo! This is not my favorite card. I don't like this card very much, but it could also be referencing the Six of Swords. I feel like it's like a little bit of both, because it wouldn't come up this way if they just wanted you to have the Six of Swords messaging. So what does this mean? So normally this card too on its own is like lies, deceit, miscommunications. So that's why it's like, ooh, I hate when this comes up, because it can just be so confusing also. So what I felt about this though, when we're factoring in the Six of Swords energy also, is that if you do not do the things that the Six of Swords wants you to do, then you will for sure be experiencing some of this Seven of Swords energy. And by that I mean, if you're holding on to certain things, people, situations that you really shouldn't have in your life, and you ignore the signs that you're not supposed to have them in your life, and you don't cut them off when you're supposed to, they are going to show you in unfortunate ways why they're not supposed to be in your life. The situation's going to get rough. They're going to lie, they're going to deceive you. There's going to be miscommunications. The things that you had high hopes for, but you kept ignoring that intuition saying, yeah, but this thing, yeah, but they've done this before. It's like, and you're so good at forgiving, Libra, and then, but that can bite you in the ass, because if you forgive too much, or you forgive and then forget and then allow that, like, you can forgive people without allowing them back into your life. I think that's the one thing that Libra misses, is like, well, I forgave them, so we're friends again. It's like, I'm glad you forgave them, but should you still be friends with them? Because that thing that they did, like, kind of shows that they're a really crappy person, and have they done enough to show you that they're not that person anymore, that they have grown and changed. Or are you just holding up these hopes for their potential? So, it's Scorpio season. It's a great time to listen to your intuition. Do not ignore your intuitions that are telling you about these certain situations, people, or things that are, you know, you're not supposed to keep that close to you. It's like, even if you have to be around them, it's like arm's distance. Just arm's distance here, friends. But you cannot be in my inner space anymore. I'm giving you this warning before it turns to this, before the lies and the deceit come up, okay? I don't want this to happen to you, Libra. I love you too much. You don't deserve this. You are too good of a person to keep taking this shit. Okay? Next is the Nine of Wands in reverse. So, this is interesting because it doesn't quite go with the first message, but it does also. This feels as if it does go with that energy. It's like you want it to work out so badly. You want it to work out so badly, and you've been working so hard for it to happen, and it just like you've been killing yourself, okay? And also it feels like you want these things to work out for you with a quickness, which is the Eight of Wands. And things don't work on your timeline like that. Especially when people need to change and grow, it happens a lot sooner, it happens a lot slower than we want it to a lot of the time. And some people don't change, okay? And you have been like working on yourself also. You've been on this path of purpose. You've been connecting with yourself deeper. You've been putting yourself more. So it's like, don't let these people that are trying to take advantage of you to keep beating you down and keep disappointing you. Getting your hopes up, disappointing you. Getting your hopes up, disappointing you. I mean, I gotta give it to you, though. Like, you sure take a licking and keep on ticking when it comes to loving people in your life. It doesn't matter how many people hurt you. You still find love in your heart, and that is so admirable. I admire that about you. But it also makes me want to protect you. The World is next. So this is all coming to a culmination. Especially with that 9 in reverse. We're working towards something here. Something's coming full circle for you. And some things have to come to an end for new things to begin. So what is that? What's gonna come up? I'm so curious. I wish we could talk individually about this because I'm so curious about how this is showing up for you. And that this here, oops. Things are gonna have to come to an end. It's Scorpio season. Great time for endings, for new beginnings, transformation, regeneration. People are gonna take themselves out of the picture. they're going to make it really easy for you. Situations are going to show themselves to you really quickly. And it's in your power to just walk away. And you don't even have to tell them. You just like take note mentally. Oh, there that is. And here's the wall. And we will be cordial. And I'll be over here protected. It's time for you to officially be done with some stuff. And to stop taking certain people, situations, things back. Even after you've forgiven them. Okay? You need a little of this Scorpio energy. Scorpio holds a good grudge. Yes, they do. They learn to forgive, but they cannot forget. And it's really hard for them to let go. And I think you need a little bit of that. You need a little bit of this, I'm not forgetting, so that I don't let you hurt me again. Six of Cups in reverse. So that I don't let you hurt me again. You have to protect yourself, Libra. Because you are a rarity in this world. Do you watch My Little Pony? Because now I'm thinking that rarity on there is probably Libra. You are a rarity in this world with your big heart and your infectious laugh. And your willingness to forgive. And your ability to be diplomatic and inclusive. But there are people out there that will take advantage of that. Frickin' energy vampires, man. Emotional vampires. That they are only in it for themselves. And it's time for you to stand up for yourself, for your inner child even. For that little you inside that's been hurt so many times. You have to take them under your wing and say, no more. No more am I going to let them hurt us. I will do better at discerning who deserves our attention and energy and love and who doesn't. Because it's so valuable. Okay? So valuable. And the people that are worthy of loving you are going to love you so fiercely. So fiercely. But enough of this grief and heartbreak, man. I know y'all can be hopeless romantics, but like, how hopeless you gonna get? Looking into the future just a little bit. Two of Wands, Four of Swords in reverse. There will be a time to re-enter. There will be a time to re-enter the world. There will be a time when you get to meet new people again. But again, there's like heartbreak behind so much of this. The Five of Cups is also, which is the card before this, is also the grief card. Give that some time. Remember that there is always time for you. And people will always make time for you too. If you reach out to them, if you let them. Okay? I just want to protect you, Libra. I just see how lovely you are, you know, and how you're just, like, Libras are so easily, I feel like, discounted and looked over, and I'm like, obviously you're not close to a Libra. Because they have, like, the biggest hearts, and they are not judgmental. guys are just like beautiful souls. So remember that. Remember that you are worth protecting. Mystical Shaman Oracle cards. Oop. Get in there. Resistance. Oop. Let's get that one. The Hummingbird. The Hummingbird. The Hummingbird came up in reverse, so we will read the Medicine. I haven't seen the Hummingbird in a long time. I used to pull the Hummingbird a lot years ago. The Hummingbird. A beautiful card for my beautiful Libra. Okay. The Essence. Despite being so little, hummingbirds are great journeyers, migrating between North and Central or South America to feed from the summer nectar. This gentle creature can be fiercely territorial to protect its home. Hummingbird teaches us to be gentle to ourselves and protect our personal space. Hello. Hummingbird invites you to embark on your epic quest. Bypass the dung pile of old pain and hurts. Head for the flowers and learn to trust the calling you hear ever so softly. I love these cards. The Medicine. This mighty being comes to teach you stillness in motion and to trust your inner knowing that the sweetest nectar is assured. Failing to act when the moment is right can spoil your journey. If you feel your safety, comfort, or day-to-day survival are more important than saying yes to the invitation to explore the unknown, you will have to work much harder to achieve what is being offered to you freely now. Still your mind, even in the midst of your very hectic schedule, and heed the gentle voice that calls to you to test new wings. See, that's why you don't need to keep going back to those people and situations that showed you a long time ago that they weren't for you. You can forgive them, but you don't need to include them in your inner circle anymore. You have new things ahead of you. You do not need to go back. And it's a great thing too for you to find some moments of stillness as an air sign to calm your mind so that you don't have old things popping up, old hurts and pains that keep pulling you back in to old people and situations that aren't really for you anymore. Okay? I love you, Libra. Have I said that? Go watch the general reading for Scorpio. Watch your moon and rising sign. Please like and subscribe. Share with a friend. I am here for you. If you need me, please reach out. If you need anything at all, you can always book a one-on-one session with me. And I appreciate you so much. Thank you again. And I will see you for Sagittarius season. Bye.